Hello. Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. Welcome to another weekend reading vlog. It is Friday morning, about 9:15, and I have been up for a while. I am spending my time this morning getting some things done around the house. I'm on my third load of laundry. I've just cleaned most of my kitchen. I still need to do the floors. And I'm alternating between reading this book that I can't tell you about, sorry, but I'm way behind in finishing this. I'm supposed to be reading it in September for a special project. And I'm just about halfway through. You can kind of see my little bookmark there. I'm just about halfway through. So I have a bit of ways to go. So that is my focus, honestly, for the day, is to get that book finished. And then I need to package it up and send it in the mail. So I need to get it done today, if possible. I have been debating back and forth if I'm going to go to the Virginia State Fair this weekend. I don't have anything planned on the schedule, but my last couple of weekends have been very full. So part of me is like, I just want to stay home and do nothing, but also it's really nice out. It's perfect fall weather. A trip to the fair might be kind of fun. I don't really have anyone to go with, so I would just be going solo to the fair, which is fine. I like watching them do different things at the fair, like the blacksmith. I think there's a blacksmith competition today. There's often pottery demonstrations. The chainsaw artist is super cool. I really enjoy watching that. There's a circus that's a part of the fair. I don't know. There's just a lot of fun things there. The nice thing about if I decide to go, it doesn't have to take all day. I can go for as little or as long as I'd like. And I think I'm convincing myself I need to go to the fair. And I think I'd rather go today rather than tomorrow because kids are in school. So there won't be quite as many people, I think, there today as opposed to going on a Saturday. Am I going to go to the fair this afternoon? I think maybe I will. I also would love to get started on some of my October reads. I'm also catching up on The Summer I Turned Pretty, season 3. I watched 2 episodes last night. So I think it's just going to be kind of a chill weekend. Cleaning. I am going to get out some fall decor. So I'm hoping that today I can get a lot of the cleaning done so that tomorrow I can bust out my fall decor, maybe even switch over my closets and bringing out some of my more fall winter items that I keep stored. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that this weekend and hopefully get a lot of reading done. And I'm not sure what's going on with my voice right now. I just haven't spoken yet today. I do have my workout top on. I'm still in my pajama bottoms. I'm just like halfway there. I am going to get a workout in this morning at some point as well. So yeah, it's going to be a much more mellow weekend this weekend. And hopefully that means there's going to be a lot of bookish clips in here as I get a lot of reading done. But hopefully there's some fun things in there for you to enjoy watching as well. We'll see what I get up to. All right, I'm going to sit down I'm doing my own little mini sprints. I'm doing 15 minutes cleaning, 15 minutes reading. So I'm ready to sit down and do a 15-minute reading sprint right now. And I'll check in with you a little bit later and give you updates on all the things. Okay. Hello, everybody. It is about 12:30 and I'm still at home. I decided not to go to the fair today. I did a little workout and I had a shower. And while I was in the shower, I'm just like, I just don't want to go anywhere. I just feel like I need a day at home to, I don't know, to just straighten up and relax and read and work on some video stuff and some Patreon stuff and just enjoy a quiet day at home. So I don't think I'm going to go to the fair. I was trying to think, why would I go to the fair? I mean, it would be fun, but I would just end up spending money that I don't want to spend. I don't know. If I had someone to go with, maybe I would definitely have thought differently about it. But because it was just me, I'm like, you know what do I want to do today? I want to sit in comfy clothes and stay home. So I'm in comfy clothes and I'm staying home. So I am going to work on filming. I never did my last quarter anticipated reads video. So I'm going to go ahead and I have my list, but I don't have all the information about the books. So I need to make sure I know what they're all about and all of that jazz. So I'm going to film that in a little bit. And I'm still working through this other book. I've done like 1 or 2 more sprints with it, but I ended up also watching an episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty while I was cooking breakfast this morning. I just got done having lunch. So yeah, just going to kind of chill at home today. And I'm thrilled about that. Thrilled. For a change of scenery, I came outside for a little while to read. I am still working on this book. Honestly, I fell asleep for a bit this afternoon sitting in my chair, and I worked on a couple other things and didn't read all afternoon. I should totally be done by now, but I have less than 100 pages to go, so I'm kind of sitting out here in the cooler air, listening to the birds, getting some fresh air while I finish. I just had to pause and go call. I got a summons for jury. Every Friday in October, I have to call to see if I have to report for jury duty on Monday. So I almost forgot all day. I totally didn't think about it. And then just now remembered, and I was so nervous that I missed the time that I was supposed to call. But thankfully, I'm just supposed to call anytime after 4:30. So it's 6:30 now. Got it in there. Whew. And I do not have to report this coming Monday. So I need to put a post-it or something to remind myself to check for the next couple of Fridays as well. But all right, I'm going to get back to this book and hopefully finish it. And then I'm going to have dinner and watch a show and relax for the evening. There's one little mosquito flying around that's driving me bonkers. I want to get him. All right, here we go. I have completed my secret book that I was reading, and now I'm going to go have dinner. It's like 7:30. So it's pretty late for dinner, but I wanted to finish that book today, and I did it. I got it done. It's been a very lazy day, and I love it. I haven't done any more cleaning since this morning. Like, I've just been a bum. But I have all day tomorrow too, so I'm not worried about it. And I did a lot last night and this morning. So I'm just ready to watch another episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty and kind of relax for the night. But it is a new month, so my Spotify audio listening minutes have started again. And so I did, for a few minutes this afternoon, read more of The Baker's Secret, which I ran out of hours in September. So this is part of my September TBR that I never finished. So I will be listening to this one, maybe later, starting a puzzle or something. But for now, I'm going to take a break, watch a show, eat some dinner. Hello, good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm just about to sit down and have some breakfast. It is 10 o'clock. And I let myself sleep in a little bit this morning because I stayed up way too late watching The Summer I Turned Pretty last night. I finished season 3. So now I'm having some breakfast, and I made like 2 eggs kind of wrapped in ham with some cheese because I'm basically cutting out most carbs at this point in life. But I also have a cup of tea, choose joy, and a little fall sunflower cup. And yeah, I'm just enjoying a quiet Saturday. I have plans today to try, I have to see if the thrift store is going to be open today because I just went through my closet this morning and decluttered a ton of things and pulled out summery stuff. I haven't yet gotten the fall things to add back into it yet, but I want to kind of go through the bottom of my cupboard too. I have shoes down there that I haven't touched in years. And then I pulled out my fall bin of decorations, which also lives in my closet. So that's on my bed. So I've got that ready to go, the whole switcheroo today. I also spent a few minutes decluttering some photos. I went through about 6 photo albums. Well, I went through about 3 today. I have already done a few, and just honestly threw away a ton of pictures and pulled out ones that I want to keep. And I have a couple smaller photo albums that I'm going to rearrange those pictures, categorize them and stuff. So I might work on that more today, but I at least got the decluttering part of it done. So thrift store, fall switcheroo, and photos. That was kind of the main order of the day. I also need to do filming because I didn't end up filming yesterday. So I need to film today and do some editing, hopefully get outside a bit. I decided just not to go to the fair. I think I said that yesterday. I don't really need to go to the fair. So I'm going to skip that. Even though it would be fun if I went, I'm just going to skip it. And yeah, just see what else the day gets up to. I'm going to try to finish listening to The Baker's Secret on Spotify. That was a carryover from my September TBR. And then maybe pick something from my October TBR to start today. We'll see what's available on Libby and get a new audiobook started and maybe a book in print. We'll see. All right, happy Saturday. Time for me to eat. All right, the time has come. I'm so excited. I just kind of pulled everything out of the bin and put it on my bed here to be put out and about around the house. So here we have some t-shirts that are just going to go in the drawer. I might actually put that fall in love with reading one on because I love it. The thankful sign is going to wait till November, but I might burn some candles today. These 4 are candles. Lots of these are shelf decor. A blanket here. This is my kitchen tablecloth. These ones will go in the kitchen as well. And yeah, we're just gonna go decorate for fall. Hi friends, I just had to take off my glasses because I'm a little sweaty. I just got done putting some fall decorations out. I think I'll move this little fella closer to the chair because I like it when he shows up in the videos. Those little legs dangling down. I could use a few more shelf decorations, I think, but for now, I'm very happy with just having a few things here and there around the house. I love it. So it's 2:30. Did I say that? I did change into the Fall in Love with Reading t-shirt, which matches my fall blanket. I'm about to get ready to film. I have all of my September reads pulled out, and I did finish updating my anticipated reads list for October, November, December, and I need to film what those books are. That's exciting. And I'm also going to read. I did start while I was out and about. Instead of reading the one I have on Spotify, I went ahead and started the Fifth Avenue Story Society. So I'm about 15-20% into this, and it's nice. So far, the beginning was a little tricky because each of the first 5 chapters, we were introduced to the 5 different characters who are going to be a part of this story society. So we're still very early. They've met now twice and don't have a clue what brought them together. Why did they each get the invitation? Who is the invitation from? And what is the purpose of their meeting? So we're hopefully going to find out some of those answers. We're starting to see a little bit of connection between, well, there's a big connection between 2 of the people. We're going to see if there's any other connections between the rest of them. And yeah, it's a lovely kind of cozy. I don't know if it's going to be a mystery or just a contemporary. I don't really know how to describe it yet. A little bit of magic, possibly, because these envelopes with the invitation just kind of showed up out of nowhere. So is it a little magical realism? I don't really know. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to that. I'm going to sit and rest for a minute because I got a little sweaty walking around, putting everything up and running errands. I did take a load to the thrift store and I got gas because my car was way down to the bottom, and took some returns for Amazon. So I got a bunch of stuff out and taking care of some errands, and now I'm ready to read for a bit. So I'm going to play Happy Color on my phone. I also might pull this chair out later so I can get down behind. I think I have some fall puzzles that I might want to start one of those today and pull those out so that I can do them. That's the plan for the next little bit of time here. Well, today has been quite the lazy day. I am headed to bed. It's 11:15. I've just been laying here on the couch listening to the Fifth Avenue Story Society. I'm 75% in, was going to try to finish today, but I got sidetracked by Love is Blind. New episodes, new season, Denver. I watched 2 or 3 episodes of that this afternoon, so definitely didn't close any rings of movement or standing or exercise on my phone today or on my watch. It's just been a lazy day. Other than I got a lot done this morning, some decluttering, took some stuff in the thrift store. I mean, I did get stuff done, which is good, but the rest of the day was pretty quiet. Just what I needed. So I'm going to head to bed. I have church tomorrow, and that's it. nice, nice weekend at home, I guess. And I'm thrilled about it. All right. Good night. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I am partially ready for church. It is 10 o'clock. And this morning I have finished the Fifth Avenue Story Society and finished adding fall clothes to my closet and just made myself some breakfast. It's an egg scramble today with some salami and peppers and cheese. So delicious. I'm going to sit and eat that. Oh, and I edited a video. So it is on its way uploading right now. So I need to finish doing the thumbnail and the links and all of that stuff for that video before church. But church is at 11. So I still have 45 minutes before I need to leave here. So I love a slow Sunday morning. I love it so much. I do remember that I have to stay after church today. We have once a month our gathering for anybody that's been new in the last few weeks, and I always stay to help out with that. We call it Connect. So I always stay to help out with the Connect gathering. And hopefully today I'm going to go outside for a walk, whether that's just in my neighborhood or at a park. I haven't yet decided, but I would like to get outside. It's been a beautiful weekend and I've spent most of it inside. So it's been nice to be very relaxed and everything, but I would like to get outside. I think it's going to be 80 degrees today. So I'm glad I kept out a few shirts in my closet that look fall, but have short sleeves so that I could still look nice, but be dressed appropriately for the weather. I'm planning today to finish The Baker's Secret, which I had started in September, remember, and then got cut off of my Spotify hours. So I would like to finish that today and possibly start something else as well. We shall see. I'll talk to you a little bit later about the Fifth Avenue Story Society, but right now I need to finish this video and eat my breakfast. All right, talk to you soon. Hello, friends. Happy Sunday afternoon. I don't remember if I've gotten on here at all yet. It's 5 p.m. So church is over. It was really good today. Oh yeah, I did, because I talked about staying after for Connect. Well, then I spent the last 2.5 hours or so plopped down my rear watching the next season of Love is Blind. But I did place a pickup order for some groceries at Walmart, and I need to pick those up between 6 and 7. It's 5, so I'm going to go to the park that's like halfway between here and there so that I can get some movement in my body since I've barely moved this weekend. And in my mind recently, I know that I've seen my headphones. I know that I've seen them. And so I walked around my house looking in bags. I'm like, where on earth did I see my headphones? Where on earth did I see my headphones? I just looked all over. I'm like, well, this is how determined I was to go for a walk. I'm going to go without my headphones. But then I got in my car and there they are. Thankfully, oh, that would have been really sad to not be able to listen to an audiobook while I'm walking today. So yeah, I'm just going to go walk at the park for a little bit. It's still very light out and it's still early enough that there will be other people there, which is always nice. I just don't like going somewhere that's totally secluded. This will not be secluded. So I'm going to go to the park, walk around for a little bit, do my loop. I usually go, it's like a 1 mile loop. So I do 3/4 of it and then turn around and come back the other way. So I do not quite 2 full miles, but a little more than 1.5. But yeah, I just haven't been moving my body. So it'll be nice to stretch the legs. And as they say, motion is lotion. It'll be good for me to get out and get some steps in and get some movement in. So here we go. And I'm going to listen to The Baker's Secret because I haven't read anything yet today. Still very, very green everywhere. There are little teeny tiny pockets where some leaves are starting to turn. It's just such a nice place to go for a walk. If it weren't for the highway being right next door and being so loud, I would love it, but it's pretty. Hello. It is now 8 o'clock and I have gone for a walk, which you should see some footage of that, and went to the grocery store and picked up a few things for lunches this week. Okay, whoops, I just dropped my phone. So I went to the grocery store, picked up a few things for lunches this week, came back to watch one more episode of Love is Blind to catch me up with what has been released so far. I've been texting with Amanda my friend from On the Curly Shelf because she has seen it already. This season is wild. These people are crazy. While I was walking, I didn't read as much as I wanted because I was getting caught up on some of my Marco Polos with my family and sent them a message. And then I did listen a little bit and listened quite a bit to The Baker's Secret while I was grocery shopping. But I am about 65% through. I think I'm just going to DNF. I lost the plot. Having waited too long to continue because my minutes or my time on Spotify got used up last month. I don't know who people are. I just don't care enough. It doesn't feel enough of a different World War II story than things I've read before. For some reason, it just hasn't drawn me back in. And I listened for a good hour and a half today, but I just think I'm done. So I'm going to DNF The Baker's Secret and pick something else to listen to. We shall see what that's going to be, but I'm going to see if there are any sprints this evening. Is today the 5th? It looks like nobody that I know is doing sprints, but I can spend some time answering comments and checking emails and all that kind of stuff. But I will let you know what book I decide to start before the end of the evening when I close things out and kind of wrap up the weekend. But yeah, I'm gonna get some work editing done and then also pick a new book. So before I sign off, I just wanted to also share a little bit of book mail that I got towards the end of the week. I don't think it was Friday. It might have been Thursday or Wednesday. But Beth, so funny. She sent these to me after seeing my book counting videos. She said, here's to getting your book count to 2,000. I've already filmed a book haul and I already have an add-on to that book haul. So these are not going to go in the book haul, but I just wanted to make sure to thank you, Beth, on video, first of all, and share what you sent me. So fun. So she sent me the sequel to Impossible Creatures, which is a middle grade fantasy by Catherine Rundell. This is The Poisoned King. I'm really excited. I've heard such good things about Impossible Creatures. I still haven't yet read it, but I really want to. And this is book 2. And look at the yellow edges. So nice. Thank you so much, Beth. And then she did also send me The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. And I just bought this. When I was at the book festival last weekend, I bought the UK cover of it. It's funny because they're so drastically different, even in size. Like this is a short little hardcover, but she did mention to me that I can return this and get a different one. So I will be doing that. But thank you so much, Beth, for thinking of me and sending me some books. What a lovely treat. It is now 10:30 and definitely time for me to go to bed. I'm kind of disappointed. I DNF'd another book tonight. I borrowed it from the library. It's actually still out in my car, but on my TBR for this month was Gleanings by Neil Shusterman, which is the final kind of book of short stories from the Arc of the Scythe series. And I listened to 30% of it, got through 4, 5, 6 different stories. I just couldn't care less. They were not drawing me in. I just didn't care. I already knew that I don't do short stories very well. I think the reason that it's on my TBR is because it's on my NetGalley and it's a book of short stories. So I'm going to put that I made it 30% in, I suppose. I think it's a personal thing. First of all, I haven't read the Arc of the Scythe series in years. It's been a really long time since I've read that series. The world that's built in that series, I don't remember quite as much as I maybe could. Like if I remembered it more, maybe these stories would have been more impactful. But I don't know. I just was bored. Honestly, I'm shopping on Temu. Just putting things in my cart. I'm not going to purchase anything tonight. I'm just putting stuff in my cart for kicks and giggles while I'm listening to this book. And I just decided, you know what? I just don't care at all. So DNFing that. Also DNF'd The Baker's Secret, which I'm kind of glad. Like this has been on my shelves for a really long time. I think someone else might enjoy it more than I did. And I think if I had read it all through at once, I would enjoy it more, but again, I just don't care. I just don't care. And then the book that I did finish this weekend is The Fifth Avenue Story Society. And this one was good. It definitely is like a women's fiction kind of story. Not all surrounded by women, though. There are these 5 people, each with some drama in their life, who get this secretive invitation to come to the Story Society at the special room in this library on Fifth Avenue in New York City. So as the story unfolds, we get to know each of these 5 people and what's their backstory, and we never fully learn why they are brought together. It is a Christian fiction, so there's this kind of a spiritual side to things. And I really did like the author's note because it's not heavy on the faith elements of it. Actually, there's only one character who at one point shares their belief in God and their faith and their testimony. And the author's note, Rachel Houck, at one point was going to have all 5 characters have kind of a come to Jesus moment, and she just felt like that wasn't the right move for this book. So what I did appreciate, it felt very realistic, actually. There were parts that were very predictable, but I did appreciate this kind of found family or this friendship that develops between these 5 characters. Not so much found family, but they definitely do develop a really strong bond, which I really liked. So it's getting 4 stars. It was a really lovely read, and I'm happy that I read it. So I'm glad I read that one. Bummer about the others. But it was a really nice, chill, relaxing weekend. I got a lot of things done at home. Got some decor set up for fall. Switched around the closets. I already have another big bag ready to go to the thrift store again, even though I just brought some yesterday. Just in setting up, because I, before church today, unboxed a couple more fall winter bins that I had and put them in the closet and unhauled or DNF'd, I'm going to say, like decluttered a few more items, which feels really good. So altogether, it was a weekend that I needed. That's for sure. I'm pleased about that. I would love to hear, how was your weekend? What are you reading currently? Let me know down in the comments below. I love chatting with you down there. And if you made it to the end, but you don't have anything to share, that's totally fine. Put some kind of a fall emoji, whether it's a pumpkin or a scarecrow. I don't know what they have. Ghosty, some kind of little fall emoji in the comments below. I'm going to be milking the fall emoji dry before the end of the season. I just love fall. All right, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes. I really appreciate you for being here and all the support you show me and my channel. Y'all are the best. Favorite little corner of the internet. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.